feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Brian Giles with Brian Giles MTG. And we're back with more Tarkir Dragonstorm spoilers. Starting our list off this afternoon or evening or whatever you want to call it, we have Glacial Dragon Hunt. A blue and a red for a sorcery that reads, draw a card, then you may discard a card. When you discard a non-land card this way, Glacial Dragon Hunt deals 3 damage to target creature. It has a harmonized cost of a blue and a red and 4. So, hoo-haw. We have Kishla Trawlers. Blue and 2 for a 3/2 human citizen. When it enters, exile a creature card from your graveyard. When you do, turn target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, more blink mechanic fun. We have Storm Shriek Feral. So a red and 4 for a 3/3 dragon with flying and haste that has a red and 1 to pump it up a +1/+0 till end of turn. Also has a sorcery omen of Flush Out for a red and 1. You can discard a card and draw 2 cards. We have Windcrag Siege, another one of the siege cards. So a red, a white, and 1 for an enchantment that reads, choose Mardu or Jeskai. Choose Mardu. Creature attacking causes the trigger ability of a permanent you control to trigger. It triggers an additional time. Choose Jeskai at the beginning of your upkeep. Create a 1/1 rabbit. 1/1 red goblin creature token, gains lifelink and haste until end of turn. Okay. Useful in either way. We have Dragonfire Blade. Single generic mana for an artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+2. Has hexproof for monocolored. Ew. Equipped for 4, and it costs 1 generic less to cast for each color of the creature it targets. Okay, so little weapon for some multicolored creatures. Yeah. Lacid Prowler. 2 green and 2 for a 5/5 Snake Ranger. When it enters, a mill cards equal to the number of lands you control. Has a renew cost of a green and 1. Exile this card from your graveyard. Put X +1/+1 counters on target creature. Or X is the number of land cards in your graveyard. Activate only as a sorcery. Not bad card. I mean, you get a 5/5 for 4, and you can put stuff in your graveyard. Okay, it could work. We have Unsparing Boltcaster. A red and 2 for a 3/3 or Ogre Wizard. When it enters, it deals 5 damage to the target creature and opponent controls that was dealt damage this turn. So if you're just slinging stuff at people, doing red things, yeah, this guy could You could do some stuff. So we got Thunder of Unity. Red, white, black for an enchantment cycle that reads Chapter 1. You draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life. Chapter 2, whatever creature you control enters this turn, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Oh! Now this being in the Mardu colors, yeah, especially with them creating all those little those little warrior tokens, that could be interesting. We have Sage of the Skies, a white and 2 for a 2/3 human monk. You cast a spell. If you cast another spell this turn, copy this spell. Copy becomes a token. It has flying and lifelink. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you're throwing down. We have Jeskai Revelation. So a blue, a red, and a white, and 4 for an instant that reads, turn target spell or permanent to its owner's hand. Jeskai Revelation deals 4 damage to any target. Create 2 1/1 white monk creature tokens with prowess. Draw 2 cards and you gain 4 life. Wow. That's nasty. Sure, it's expensive at 7 mana. But if you're dealing with that, you get to return something to their hand. It deals 4 damage to a target. You get 2 1/1 white monks with prowess. And you draw 2 cards and you gain 2 life. Not gonna lie, that's incredibly powerful. Does lots of stuff. We got Humble Elder, we don't have the translation for this, so looks like a single blue mana for 1/2, possibly with maybe Vigilance. I don't read Japanese that well. And it looks like it's giving something -1 and then maybe a creature -2, -0 when certain conditions are met. I'm like I said, I can't read Japanese. Then we have Fellothar, Dawn of Abzan. So white, a black, and greens for a 3/3 human warrior with trample. Whenever it enters or attacks, you may sacrifice an on-land permanent. When you do, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Okay. Got Kintree Severance. So a white or 2, a black or 2, or a green or 2. Instant that reads, exile target permanent with mana value 3 or greater. Okay, for as low as 3 mana, you can exile go permanent. That's not bad. Won't lie. Deceptive Frostkite. This thing is a nasty one, and it's out of the Commander set. So it's 2 blue mana for a 1/1 dragon with flying. You have this creature enter as a copy of a creature you control, power 4 or greater, except it's a dragon, in addition to its other types, and it has flying. Okay. Hammerhead Tyrant. So 2 blue and 4 for a 6/6 dragon with flying. Whenever you cast a spell, return up when target non-land permanent or opponent controls mana value less than or equal to that spell's mana value to its owner's hand. So a cheap dragon version of Hullbreaker Horror. Unfortunately, it's not, it can't be countered, but it's an interesting card to be sure. Blue dragons doing blue dragon things. We have Will of the Teamer, which is a beefy kind of blue and 5. Choose one. If you control a commander, if you cast a spell, you can choose both instead. Create a token that's a copy of target permanent, except it's a 4/4 dragon creature with flying in addition to its other types. Or target player draws cards equal to the greatest mana value among permanents you control. Okay, that's interesting. We have Parapet Thrasher, 2 red and 2 for a 4/3 dragon. Whenever one or more dragons you control deal combat damage to an opponent, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Try to target artifact an opponent controls. This creature deals 4 damage to each other opponent. Or exile the top card of your library you can play it this turn. Okay. Little dragon action going on. We got Thundermane Dragon, a red and 3 for a 4/4 dragon with flying. You look at the top card of your library at any time. You cast creature spells power 4 or greater from the top of your library. If you cast the creature spell this way, it gains haste till end of turn. Ooh. Speed up your dragons. Okay. Not gonna lie. That's gonna do all sorts of fun things. We have Zenith Festival. So 2 red and X. Sorcery reads, exile the top X cards of your library. Play them until your end of your next turn with a harmonized cost of 2 red and X. So, hoo-ha. We have Become the Avalanche. 2 green and 4 for a sorcery that reads, draw a card for each creature you control with power 4 or greater. Then creatures you control get +X/+X till end of turn. X is the number of cards in your hand. Oh, okay. Bunch of card draw and some boosting of your creatures. Not gonna lie. That sounds like an interesting premise. Broodcaller Scourge. 2 green and 5 for a 5/7 dragon with flying. Whenever one or more dragons you control deal combat damage to a player, put a permanent card mana value less than or equal to that damage from your hand onto the battlefield. Okay, let's put out your dragons, give them some hasty with that other dragon, and put out more dragons. Okay, this is gonna be an interesting card to see in Commander games. Hoo-ha. We have Frontline Rush, which is a red and a white. For instant reach, choose one. Create 2 1/1 red goblin creature tokens, or target creature gets +X/+X till end of turn. X is the number of creatures you control. Okay. We have Reverberating Summons. A red and 1 for an enchantment that reads, at the beginning of each combat, if you cast 2 or more spells this turn, this enchantment becomes a 3/3 monk creature with haste in addition to its other types until end of turn. Or you can pay red and 1, discard your hand, sacrifice this enchantment, and draw 2 cards. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely interesting. Definitely something for your Spellslinger deck. You got Karakik Guardian. So, green, blue, red, and 3 for a 6/5 dragon with flying, vigilance, and trample. The creature has hexproof if it hasn't dealt damage yet. Okay. We have Armament Dragon. So, white, black, green, and 3 for a 3/4 dragon with flying. When it enters, distribute 3 +1/+1 counters on 1, 2, or 3 creatures you control. Not quite as impressive, but if you put all that on him, he becomes all 3 of those counters on just this creature. He becomes a 6/7. So hoo-ha. We got Jeskai Shrinekeeper. A blue, red, and white, and 2 for a 3/3 dragon with flying and haste. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you gain 1 life and draw a card. Okay. I can live with that. We got Jeskai Brushmaster. So blue, red, white, and 1 for a 2/4 orc monk with double strike and prowess. Ew! That could get nasty real quick. Especially the Jeskai colors where the whole thing is spell slinging. Yeah, this guy's gonna have some fun. He's already a 2/4, so he can deal upwards of 4 damage per turn. And you're giving him prowess to just makes him bigger? Yeah, well, sure. We got Karu Goldkeeper. Black, green, blue, and 1 for a 3/3 dragon with flying. Whenever 1 or more cards leave your graveyard during your turn, create a treasure token. You has a renew cost of black, green, and blue, and 2. Exile this card from your graveyard, put 2 +1/+1 counter and a flying counter on target creature. Activate only as a sorcery. Ooh. Okay. Not gonna lie. That's a solid renew cost. I won't even argue with that. Next up we have Stillness in Motion. Blue and 1 for an enchantment that reads, at the beginning of your upkeep, mill 3 cards. Since your library has no cards in it, exile this enchantment, put 5 cards from your graveyard, top of your library, in any order. Okay, so something to prevent milk. No, you're not gonna lie. Uh, Sinkhole Surveyor. Black and 1 for 1/3 bird scout with flying. Whenever this creature attacks, lose a life, and this creature endures 1. Okay, so it either gets bigger or you get a 1/1 spirit buddy. We have Synchronized Charge. So a green and 1 for a sorcerer reads, distribute 2+1/+1 counters among 1 or 2 target creatures you control. Creatures you control with counters on them gain vigilance and trample till end of turn. Has a harmonized cost of a green and 4. So hoo-ha! That's interesting. We got all sorts of stuff going on here. Definitely some interesting cards. We'll see you on the next video.